Today, I'm going to be making some cake mix cookies using the Pillsbury Moist Supreme Sugar-Free Premium Cake Mix. This is the classic yellow, and then I'm also going to be using the Pillsbury Creamy Supreme Sugar-Free Chocolate Fudge Frosting. The frosting was $2.24 and the cake mix was $1.98 at Walmart. And we have actually, Kevin and I have actually made this cake just like the directions on the box state. And we've done a review of the cake and this exact frosting, so the video is on the channel if you are curious about that. But I figured I would try to make this into cookies, and then I'm going to be also using the frosting and see how the cookies turn out. So all the ingredients you need are right here. You need 2 eggs and a 1/3 cup of oil. So I'm going to open up my mix. I'll lay my frosting aside. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And then I have a cookie sheet with parchment paper. So all you're going to do is mix these 3 items together. What I did to get it looking like this, it was hard. You saw that it was hard to stir with the spoon. I used my hands, and honestly, it's the best feeling stuff. It feels really, really good because it's softer than Play-Doh, and it just feels good to get your hands in there. But once I got my hands in there and I started mixing it together, it went together perfectly and really, really quickly. So now I have a cookie scoop, and you're gonna take heaping spoons on your cookie scoop, and you're gonna put those on your parchment paper. So it looks like blobs of ice cream over here. Now, I don't know how much these are gonna spread, so I'm gonna kind of keep them apart for this first batch. And then I will let you know at the end too how many I was able to get out of this recipe and using this big cookie scoop. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 cookies on here. You're gonna let these bake for 9 to 11 minutes. I'm gonna go for 10 minutes and then I'll show you how they look when they come out. So this is how the cookies look. I ended up leaving mine in for 12 minutes. So I went from 10 minutes. Checked them, and they still felt so soft that I thought, okay, we'll give them another minute. So I left them another minute. I thought, you know what, it still is soft. So this is after 12 minutes, and it still is pillowy to touch. So, but I hate to leave them in any longer. So I'm gonna leave them here and let them cool and see if they firm up. Hopefully they do after 12 minutes being in the oven. And I'm going to get my next set in the oven right now. So before I put these in the oven, I just want to show you, I'm going to get 14 cookies total. This is my second cookie sheet. See, I got 8 on the first one. This is all that was left, and literally used every bit that was in the bowl. But what I did with these was I flattened them out a little bit. So I'm wondering, if anything, I'm going to make cookie sandwiches. So if anything, I can use these as the basis of the cookie, the bottom part, if they're flatter. So I'm gonna put these in. I'm gonna set my timer for 11 minutes and we'll see how they do. My cookies have cooled, so now I want to frost them. So I'm taking a sandwich bag. This is just a regular Ziploc bag. And I'm gonna put some of the frosting in there so I can pipe it on. Now you don't have to do this at all. You could just spread it on if you wanted to. That is some thick frosting, that is for sure. I'm gonna cut a little piece off of the corner in my bag. But I don't want it to be a small, I want it to be thick so it won't take me forever to frost these. I can tell you right now, the ones that I pressed down in the second batch got firmer on the bottom. Now they're still soft cookies. You can tell they're still really soft, but they're not near as soft and pillowy as the tops. This cake is sweetened with Splenda, so the frosting and the cake mix both sweetened with Splenda. But Kevin will tell you how it smells.
Yeah, I walked in here. It's like, wow, this whole house smells like a cream cheese frosting or buttercream frosting. It's very, very strong.
He said, "What are you making?" And I said, "I'm making cookies out of this cake mix." And he said, "It smells just like pure sugar." And I said, "And it's sugar-free."
Yeah, it smells like cream cheese frosting. If you ever had cream cheese frosting, open it up and smell it, that's what it smells like.
Yes, it smells terrific. This is better than any candle because it makes your house smell so
if you're having an open house, bake one of these in the oven before you have it.
Yeah, you would. I think this would do more than even chocolate chip cookies or something because it's that strong. But just because it's sugar-free doesn't mean it's low calorie.
Oh, no.
So 1/3 cup, 45 grams, 1/10 of the package, just the powder, is 140 calories. And I added vegetable oil and 2 eggs.
And vegetable oil is a lot higher than you would think.
It is. It certainly is. And then 2 tablespoons, which isn't much. 2 tablespoons is 100 calories of the frosting. So let's give these a try. So I was telling Kevin before we started the video that the first batch is really, really soft. The ones I tried to use for the tops is going to be soft.
A little softer,
but the bottoms are firmer. Let's see, I want to try to get a firmer. So I want to know, does this work in a cookie? If it doesn't, you can be honest.
No, it's very good. I almost like them being a little squishier.
I do too.
Because the bottom ones feel like more like a sugar cookie texture, whereas the top one feel like a ooey gooey cookie.
That is
ooey gooey cookie.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific. And you know what? I like the soft one better too.
Sorry, I got chocolate frosting all over my face.
So I was telling people to pat them down. If you want a pillowy, soft cookie, don't pat them down.
No.
Let them be soft, and they're gonna feel like really pillowy to the touch. Like I could stick my finger right down in there right now. Very soft, but it works. It's so good. The texture is unbelievable.
The frosting, I'm eating just the frosting by itself. Licks them off the side. It's good. It's not as strong as I would have thought it would have been.
But I mean, this is like
I love the texture though.
Extra decadent.
It is. The cake itself is very strong, like vanilla flavor, which kind of overpowers the chocolate a little bit, truth be told. You do get the chocolate flavor. It's just not as strong as like a milk chocolate, candy bar or whatever. These are good. They're super sweet, vanilla. They smell a lot like they taste a lot like they smell, honestly. They taste like they're very sweet.
They're delicious. So,
and the texture's really good. So sugar-free didn't bother the texture. That's for sure.
And they also, Pillsbury also makes is it a German chocolate that they make?
I don't remember.
So you could absolutely, if you wanted a different kind of cookie out of this, you could do that. Honestly, I would rather make these than the cake. I would rather have this texture. I love this texture.
And you don't have to make them sandwich cookies either if you just want to make the cookies.
Oh yeah, you could just have the cookies and eat them. I was just trying to mine, it's literally falling apart. I was just trying to do something different. But yeah, you could totally just make single cookies if you wanted to. But I think this is wonderful, and I like the texture of these. I would just rather have the texture of these than over a cake.
I do too, and they're easier to eat. That's
Yeah.
for sure. But
So-
I think I would like them just to have the cookies without being a sandwich cookie just as well.
Yeah, because they truly are delicious.
If you want to, you could even take just the cookies and put the frosting on the top, like a frosted
like you
cookie.
frost a cookie. Oh yeah, like the frosted cookies you buy at Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh
That'd be
yeah,
good, too.
that would totally work. But I love these. Would make them again and again.
They were good.
So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.